moving. It seems that every time there's a student or a young man or young woman who moves out of his or her house, there seems to be something greater and expands on the nature of young man and womanhood in this day, age, and here in the world. Why? Well, it's simply because it's another step for another journey for another life. Why are you asking me these questions that I don't know the answer to? I'm a young 22-year-old man. How am I supposed to know the answers to the questions of life about moving out and making a name for myself? Okay, bottom line is, when you move out, there's a lot of things that you need to take account for. What are you doing to get money? What are you doing to suffice that money? How can you save smarter? How can you make things happen? How can you be happy in the situation you're in? And how can you make connections that'll last a long lifetime before and after you're done with college? These are all questions I've had to ask. No questions that I've relatively answered in myself. Now, moving out, it's a big step. You got to take into account for moving boxes, taking things from one place to point A from point B. You gotta work on your work schedule. Everything needs to align on top of each other. The point is, you're moving forward. You gotta take everything into account. It's crazy to think that everything you do is a result of yourself. That's something that scares me the most. Because when I get bored easily. So the thing is, I gotta find things that I can do to keep, educated and to keep moving and to keep rolling so I don't get myself into a huge amount of trouble. Well, why would anyone decide to move away from their parents? Makes no sense. How am I going to do that? You see it right here before you. This YouTube hobby thing is something that I do every single time I get bored. So if you see me going to downtown Disney, if you see me going somewhere like, I don't know, here, that's a result of me being bored. So this is a viable situation for any hobby. So I recommend if you were moving out to get a hobby. I mean, I know it's kind of scary because you're on your own. You're making a living for yourself. And trust me, I know I'm living the situation. Here I am, 22 years old, moving out. At least I'm not 30 moving out. At least I'm not, doing stupid things. Unless I have to think so. I've done a lot of stupid things. So, in which case, it's important to understand that when you are living in a situation, moving from your parents' house to live on your own, it's scary. Think about it. You're moving into the world, you're becoming a man, you're becoming a woman, you're relying on yourself to keep yourself out of trouble, you're paying your bills on time, you're doing things for yourself and by yourself in hopes that you are great and good at what you do. Bottom line is, and this is a very keystone from the bottom of my heart, I have power. I have the power to do whatever I want for myself and with myself. So, in which case, am I going to go back to church? Heck to the yeah. Is it going to be hard to find a church that's compliable to me? Heck to the yeah. Is it going to be hard to find someone to keep me accountable? Heck to the yeah. But it's all worth the pain and effort to do so and make sure I find people who are willing to do that very thing to keep me accountable in every second of the way. Accountability is great. So when you're living in the world, when you're finding people, you need to find accountability. Why? Accountability is great. You know what? Moving can be hard, and everyone knows it can be hard. But the more you do it, the more easier it'll be to become a man or a woman. The path is always hard. Getting there, that's the sweet spot. Isn't it? Find a place that's relatively cheap. Find a place that meets your needs in every way. And find a place that's not going to make you sad. Find a place that's going to make you happy. Find a place that's next to people who are going to make you happy. Find a place that's going to meet your needs in every second of the way. Find a place that you're going to hopefully love and hopefully you're going to miss when you move out. I hopefully will miss this place in hopes that I find a school that in the next chapter of my life that will help my needs even further. And this is going to be great, considering that I have 3 jobs. I'm working in hustling, and I'm also a Postmates delivery driver Postmates delivery driver. So I'm hustling. I'm never not gonna be busy, and I think that's important for me to understand that I'm never not going to be busy. That's important for me because if I'm bored, I'm depressed. If I'm depressed, I do stupid things. So I gotta be hustling to keep alive. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. So just watch what I do. And if I make mistakes, I make mistakes. But we're going to go through this together. Thank you for coming to Logan's Story. And let's go through this next chapter in Logan Story's life.